Now to return to the Golden Wheel Buddhist Retreat in Sydney. Now what do you think about this? These are flowering peaches, and this must be, I would think, the best range and display of flowering peaches that you would see anywhere in Australia. If you're wondering about this strange one here, this is one of the ones they've got commonly planted. It's a variety called versicolor, which basically means you have lots of colours on it. These are glorious plants. Flowering peaches have been a little bit forgotten in recent years. Perhaps we haven't had so much of a girly period in gardens. This is that lovely feminine look that you can get in gardens. But look, you ain't seen nothing yet. There's a lot to see in this garden, Asian inspired, with lots of little things that are just wonderful. For instance, how is this? Look at this for a wonderful collection of koi carp. Very, very Asian, but these are amongst the most spectacularly coloured creatures that you would ever see on Earth. And they've set it up as a very traditional style of Asian koi pond. Just wonderful. Wherever you go around this garden, there's tremendous rows of the penjing, or if you like bonsai, penjing being the Chinese name, and therefore the more correct name because the Chinese invented this, not the Japanese. Japanese may have perfected it, but the Chinese certainly invented it. These are absolutely glorious. Notice how they've rowed them all up around edges of things. It's a great idea. People often write into us and say, how do I display my bonsai? This is a wonderful idea, just along the edges of garden beds on little stands. These are just treated pine. Another classic feature of all Asian gardens are fruit trees. Often, of course, in ordinary gardens of just people in Asia, they're used to feed the family. But of course, this behind me is a Buddhist temple. So all of the various varieties of citrus, and some of them quite rare, there's locusts, all sorts of fruiting trees everywhere. Many of those are used inside in the temple as an offering to Buddha. Inside the temple is the Hall of the Goddess of Mercy. This, of course, is the altar. And just have a look at this for wonderful veneration of the gods. Just look at it, magnificent fresh fruit. There's little cones there, all intricately placed. The whole thing is all gilded by hand, and it just is the perfect display. There isn't a speck of dust. It is just, you couldn't imagine a more beautiful temple than the inside of this.